In this video I will show you how you can easily save 10,000 for your next big trip or whatever you like, and with just 3 small changes in your everyday life you will reach your goal. Spoiler, our saving amount is significantly higher than $10,000. We live in Switzerland, but we will calculate it in dollar for you. Skip the daily coffee to go, 1,200 saved. At work, bring your lunch from home, 3,600 saved. Avoid buying unnecessary things, 5,400 saved. In total, you can easily save $10,000 per year with these simple changes.
That may sound almost too easy to be true, but in practice it means that you have to stick with it constantly and every day.
Believe me, it was not always easy.
The whole thing doesn't happen overnight. In order to be successful in the long term, it shouldn't feel like you have to sacrifice anything.
For us, this was a process of several years with up and downs. And now we save significantly more than 10,000 francs a year. We have become real saving experts, and we have also learned how to invest our money in the best possible way, so that the money works for us.
All with the goal of financial freedom and to be able to travel extensively. Be sure to watch the video until the end, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
And this is how we calculated the 10,000 savings.
For coffee to go and lunch at work we calculate 48 weeks per year, because in Switzerland you have at least 4 weeks of vacation. When it came to impulse purchases, we calculate 12 months per year, because many treat themselves every month.
If you just skip your coffee to go, you can easily save 5 francs a day in Switzerland.
5 francs for the coffee on 5 working days per week in 48 weeks, or 1,200.
Bring your lunch from home.
In Switzerland you easily spend 15 francs per lunch, actually a lot more. But I still only calculate 15 francs. 15 for lunch on 5 working days per week in 48 weeks, or 3,600.
Avoid unnecessary impulse purchases.
In Switzerland you can quickly spend a lot of money on clothes, small treats and all sorts of other nonsense. I'm calculating 450 per month.
That sounds like a lot, but think about how much you spend in a month on things that you might not even need in the end.
Like clothes that are just lying around in the closet, etc. So 450 francs per month in 12 months of 5,400 per year.
With these 3 simple savings you can save a whopping 10,200 francs per year.
That's even a good 11,000 US dollars. Of course, the grocery and coffee at home also costs something.
But much less than on the go. This means you produce a lot less garbage, and perhaps also produce less food waste, because you take the leftovers from the dinner before with you, instead of throwing them away.
Maybe some quick information about us.
We are a family of 3. We live in Switzerland, in one of the most expensive countries in the world. And we have specialized ourselves in optimizing our finances. We traveled across Europe and Morocco for a year with our Tesla Model Y. We have a lot of experience in saving and also in investing.
Because the money saved shouldn't just be spent or left in the account. It should grow.
Our lifestyle could be described as minimalistic in certain areas, but that doesn't mean that we deny ourselves everything.
On the contrary, we like to enjoy, but we have clear priorities.
We only buy things that we really need or want. The same with food. We take great care to ensure that we produce as little food waste as possible.
I have a business background, so I'm good with numbers.
And I learned to save since I was a child. Over the years we have worked together towards the long-term goal of our financial freedom.
Our method is actually shockingly simple. You could break it down into 3 steps.
First, we write down all our expenses, so we know exactly what we are spending our money on, and have a perfect overview of our fixed costs and variable costs. Second, the goal is to have the highest possible saving rate without sacrificing anything. This means you have always to have to stick with it, because nothing comes from nothing. And continuity and consistency are the key points here.
It doesn't work out always.
Third, we invest our savings so that our money works for us.
The whole thing was a long process in which we became more and more efficient.
What is an important point, we have approached the goal slowly. Our knowledge and also our saving rate have grown over the years. So our saving amount is growing significantly higher than $10,000 a year. None of this happened overnight. There is a lot of work and patience behind it.
We like to compare it with a top athlete. You can't run a marathon if you haven't trained first.
And even then, it's very difficult. We think that the hardest part of the whole thing is actually self-motivation.
Nobody out there will do that for you. You have to work for financial freedom yourself. We read a lot of books about economy and finances, and we have spent countless evenings developing our own analysis methods, which we then use to invest in companies of our choice. In the end, all of these efforts were worth it. We learned an incredible amount about finance, about economy, about media, about minimalism, about people.
And very important, we got to know ourselves better, our strengths and weaknesses.
And we have learned to motivate ourselves to go the extra mile, always with the goal of increasing our quality of life.
But why are we doing this? What sense do we see in financial freedom?
One thing is clear, we are not doing this to buy nice watches or other fancy things. We want time that we can shape ourselves. Time that we can use for traveling, our great passion. If you would like to find out more about our motivations, or if you want to know how much we spend on average on our trips, then watch our next videos.